go over the head of Honey and be allowed to bounce, which will give Angus Hall plenty of time to run up and make the tackle on Honey, forcing the knock on. Ampthill are there in numbers as well, and here come the mob. Simple stuff in the end, all coming from the work of Angus Hall, chasing his own kick, cutting down Fraser Honey, stealing the offload and sending Jack Bracken over for his 6th try in 3 games.
Yeah, it's I'm afraid it's sloppy errors again there from Scott. 2 really there. The first one was losing the ball in contact on the edge of their 22, being stripped, and then of course with this wind, we saw this against Coventry. Use that wind, and that ball is flying. It's going high. Really difficult to catch.
But they can't get Sylvester to ground for quite a while. Now Malarkey. And on goes O'Driscoll, though he's hammered backwards. Width for Ampthill, and a second score does follow very quickly after the first. There are appeals from the Exiles players, but the score is going to stand.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what those appeals were for. I think what we've seen here, these 2 tries, is,
with his whistle, but Scottish at the moment are putting themselves under so much pressure when they receive Ampthill kicks down into their territory. They are cause of their own undoing as Jones flings this one out into the hands of Strachan, the captain, over the top. Is there a 3rd try? Well, Ampthill are appealing.
Yeah, that's going to be really difficult to. We don't have a the fourth official to go up to here, do we? That dead ball line is so much shallower than it used to be here.
And the try has been awarded. I'm afraid we also don't have the benefits of hearing the conversation with the referee, but that has been flicked back.
We've had some brilliant second half performances, so very easy for the heads to go down when you're 17 points down and 20. Here we go.
Massive amounts of power coming from that London Scottish Maul as it drives towards the line. The score is given, and I am certain it will be Harry Clayton who emerges from that bundle of bodies with the ball under his arm.
You're all right. Very well deserved. It was a lovely rolling maul, that, wasn't it?
Really was, and perhaps Clayton spurred on a little bit more by the fact that the last time Scottish had a line out in Ampthill's 22, he actually lost one, and we know that they are as rare as hen teeth this season.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure that galvanised him.
Dakin throws just into the hands of his jumper. Despite Scottish's best efforts to disrupt at the line out, and Ampthill will now look to work something around the outside. This is really nice from the mob, and Bracken sent towards the corner. A second score for Jack Bracken, named in the Champ Team of the Week. In fact, the Champ's Player of the Week after his hat-trick against Doncaster. And you know what? He is on for another one here this afternoon.
Yeah, first phase ball there, well off the line out. I was never a back, so I don't really understand how it all works out there. But this passing the ball behind, not that on.
Ampthill going quickly, and they do have the overlap to the open side. And as they wrap their way around the tackles and then drive through them as well, who would bet against the mob scoring another? There it is, a 5th try for Ampthill coming in the first half of this round 23 clash.
Very clever there, taking it quickly. Again, they don't need a second invitation. It feels like we should have done better there. Charge down. They're putting the kicker, but also
be able to just produce magic. It's got to galvanise a side. that know they are capable of doing something special, as Scottish once again use Ransom as the target man, and Law says, quite understandably, that is enough for the first 40 minutes. London Scottish have seen Ampthill cross their line far more times than they would have liked. 5 times to be precise. It's London Scottish 5, Ampthill 27 at half time. And John, quite a big comeback for Joe Gray to plot in the sheds with his men at half time. Just about ready to get back underway here at the Rag. The ball is going to hover over the head of Bailey Ransom and then be flicked back into Ampthill hands, and they will get themselves going for there.
Well, a little bit, but actually, I can't remember who it was, whether it was Clayton or not, who was looking for the pass out to the right, and actually there was no one there. Oh, here we go.
A try for London Scottish. When they get it right, it is that easy for the Exiles, John.
I know, you think about the work that London Scottish had to put in all first half for any territory, and that one try. You know, they are a good side when they get the ball going forward.
Off the scrum, they have stacked more to the left than to the right. But Davidson starting to move forwards on this right-hand side. Bracken, I should say, sorry. Bracken sees the hole and tries to weave round the fullback. Bracken over for a second hat-trick in 2 games. A wonderful score from the young man.
It was a lovely try, wasn't it? They stacked it on the left. You know, you get such a great view here, and he goes right. Everyone thinks it's going the way. He comes on at pace. He's quick, and he just sort of weaves, doesn't he? It's like a sort of little swerve of the hips, very kind of old school, and just created that space. Here we go, just a little there, and it just
again hammering towards that line. Ampthill are there defensively. Can they disrupt it? Not many players out wide for Scottish as they go through Spurway. Only one thought on their mind, and that is burrowing towards the line in the tight stuff. Now Law fakes the pass out and dots it down himself. That is a scrum half try out the top draw.
It was such a funny dot down there, wasn't it? It was. You're thinking this. Scottish have basically gone all in on that. There was nobody out on the right, and you know, on the left on this side, you know, they were heavily outnumbered. So they had decided that was how they were scoring, and then for the space just to open up like that.
As we see once again, Law. It was as though his eyes were on Stork. Ampthill are 5 away as Ransom tries to get himself over the ball. Morgan goes digging. Over the top. Malarkey just finds his way around the post, and it will be a 7th try for Ampthill.
I'm seeing shades of Henry Pollock with Malarkey.
I've been thinking all game long, just wait for the moment that Malarkey does something impactful for enough for us to mention that. Yes, surely.
Ampthill come in with a late one here, and like Coventry did, and here we go.
Well, if there's one man that deserves a late score for Ampthill, it's Harrison Courtney. He has been terrific since coming on, and a galloping run from the prop will set up a final try for the mob as Davidson goes in under the sticks. Icing on the cake for Ampthill.
Is that what you call the commentator or the co-commentator's curse? Well, there I was.
I think, John, it may be something like that, but modern rugby, a prop breaking through from about 40 metres out, making all that ground and looking so comfortable doing it.
Yeah, very different to when I was playing. Now, I don't think I play with any props that would still be running at the 80th minute, let alone little flick passes. And that's the end of the game. Very well played to Ampthill. Very, very well played. Bonus point win, really important for them.
Thank you for jumping in there, John, as I managed to disconnect my mic. Yeah, London Scottish 19, Ampthill 48 is how it finishes. Ampthill continuing to soar.